Hey, what is going on, guys? CJT's here. How's it going, man? How's everybody's weekend? I meant to stream on the weekend, but I ended up getting sidetracked with a bunch of stuff. But we're back. We're doing it now. Hopefully today can be the day, because we're gonna get to what, around like 600 encounters or so, right? That's kind of my aim, you know, continuing that 150 a day or a stream. Hopefully the audio and everything's working well. I don't think there's a reason why it shouldn't. I just always worry about that. Doing well. Awesome, man. I'm doing pretty well myself. I'm excited to be streaming. So, you know, it's been it's like 3 days since I've done it. 4 days if you count most of today. It's always good to stream. I think I just I don't know why I thought I was going to be doing stuff on Saturday, so I didn't plan it for then, and then I ended up having plans Sunday. So yeah, didn't end up doing much of a stream. It was good to relax. So Dragon Tamer, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Today in the Dynamac Adventures, you got a shiny Rotom, back to Wishcast and Cramorant. Awesome. Good luck with those, man. And congrats on the Rotom. Yeah, I don't even know what all, like, I know the legends are there. I don't even know what the other options are Pokemon-wise. Is it just anything, or are there, like, certain Pokemon that can be there? Is the stream buffering for you guys? Just as a question. My YouTube preview keeps buffering, but OBS isn't saying there's a problem. Stream's fine? Awesome. Good. Oh, you got them back to back. Oh, nice, dude. Congrats. Sorry, I misread that. Yo, that's awesome. Hopefully they weren't too back to back, right? They were in different adventures. So I think that's something that I mentioned. It's I mentioned when I guess it first came up that like any of the Pokemon in there can be shiny. Like there's a solid chance it'll happen, and probably has happened to someone already, that you'll get multiple shinies in a run and have to pick one. Stream's fun on your end. Awesome, thank you guys for that. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube, like the studio's been weird for me at least recently. Like the chat rates and the concurrence and everything's just off. Like it's different on the same web page. It's different in different places. So I know like YouTube's whole studio thing just seems to be a mess right now. Awesome, dude. Yeah, congrats on those shinies though, man. That's awesome. Yo, Firemaster, welcome. How you doing? How you been? Oh no. Yeah, I know this is the OBS is gonna die out here for sure. Sorry about that. When the sound starts but the video doesn't, it's a little concerning, but alright, we good. Hopefully we're good. It's done its bugginess for the stream, hopefully. It's the biggest concern I always have with that is it's going to happen in the middle of a shiny or something, right? That would be really awkward. I still don't know what causes it. I haven't seen anything online that, like, shows that this is a common problem, so I still don't know if it's, like, my capture card has issues, like, on the software side, or if it's, like, the cable. I might try a different cable. Because I have another USB-C cable hooked into my computer, so I could try that. And just see if it's like, if it's that cable. Because I've had issues with it in the past. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of what I really had the issues with, but I definitely have had the issues in the past with it. You're hunting for shiny Ho-Oh, got a shiny Shiinotic in the process? Awesome! Good luck on the Ho-Oh, man. You just have terrible luck with the cap card. It's possible. I don't know. USB-C and me somehow don't mix. Like, it's supposedly like a way better port, but both of my phones that have been USB-C have had issues. This cap card's USB port seems to have issues. I don't know, man. I might just be getting a whole bunch of really jank, like, USB-C cables or something. But it's not the cable, it's my phones. Like my last phone, the USB-C port worked for the most part. Like, I didn't end up having too many issues. Ah, there it goes. It's hearing me complain about it, so it's gonna start acting up. Yeah, this has to be a hardware thing, because to check and make sure it's like it's all working properly, I have the Elgato software open too. I think I mentioned this last stream when I was having issues. And it cuts out on that too, and Elgato software like fully reinitializes the device, and that's when OBS, like, that's why I have to restart the OBS thing. Is that just glitches out. And like I have to deactivate it and reactivate it, and then it works. But yeah, so oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, but like it seems like I have it open right here, that's why I'm gesturing this way. Like, it seems like it's a hardware thing, because if it was a software problem, I would think it's an OBS problem and not an Elgato problem. Just, you know, driver updates and everything. It should work with Elgato. I would imagine it works well with Elgato. But even that has some issues. But yeah, so back to complaining about USB-C. It's a great plug, but I keep breaking it somehow. Yeah, like my original Pixel had issues. A lot of it was like dust in there. I cleaned that out. I might have like scraped a pin or something, but as soon as I cleaned it out, the whole phone like freaked out and died. So I don't know what happened there. It was already having issues. It's one of those things where it was like kind of falling apart to hold itself together, I think, and I like fixed one thing and that break was holding up another break, and then they all just toppled. So that phone had issues, and then my current Pixel, my 2XL, it's a phenomenal phone. It's more than I need right now anyways, like I don't need to upgrade. Aside from the USB port being really flaky. It only charges on one side, which is terrible, but true. And it doesn't do data in most situations, which is unfortunate. For a long time that wasn't a big issue. I didn't have anything that really I needed to use data for on my phone, like through the cable on my phone for. Like the most would be like, haha, I can plug in a mouse, look, and obviously I can't plug in a mouse if there's no data going through that cable. But the big thing for me was it stopped working with my car. Like my car has Android Auto and everything, and like I like using that for them to have like Google Maps open and everything. And like listen to Spotify and all that. But that was only working one way, and then it stopped working in all ways. But I somehow fixed it. I don't know how I did this. I don't know how it happened. But the cable I'm thinking about using for that capture card, I can't... No, it's not coming out on screen. So I have a USB cable plugged into my GPU of all things. I plugged my phone into that to charge for a little bit because I was at my desk and needed my phone. And suddenly the data worked. Still only on one side, but the data worked. And now it works with my car again. So I don't know. USB-C is weird to me. Bought DLC for Sword on Friday, earned about 400 on Regidrago. Good luck with it, man. Yo, Mark, what's going on? Welcome. What'd you miss? Not much. not much so far. We've done, I guess, like just over 10 encounters. Been going for about 12 minutes here. Aiming for to get to 600 encounters today if we don't find the shiny before that. Yeah, honestly, like the more I think about it, the less I feel like this hunt is, you know, crazy slow or anything. It definitely it's just it's been so long that I don't have the frame of reference anymore for like how many encounters should I do in a stream. I don't know what my encounters were before. I think it was like 300 for most of the Hue Sum shiny, so it's half, which is slower. It's twice as slow. It's half as fast, obviously. But it's like, it's still like what? If I streamed every day like I used to, that'd be like 750 encounters in a week. That's not bad. People are thinking that this isn't affected by the shiny charm somehow. Like I've heard people talking about that just because a lot of people's luck's been really bad with it. Possibly, or possibly it actually is not affected by the charm. Either way, like getting up to the 1,000 or 4,000 encounters, whatever you end up doing for this one, it is a little slow. To only be doing like 150 a day. Yo, Chris, what's going on, man? What's good? What's good? We're just hunting for the Reggie still. Fingers crossed we can get it soon. And then we gotta figure out what to do after it. That's always like one thing that I try to have it planned out. I always want to have that planned out ahead of time to make sure like I'm ready for like, because I mean the shiny, obviously by virtue of shiny hunting, can show up at any moment. It's not like we're like, all right, we're gonna get it tomorrow, guys. We're good. It's like, no, we gotta get it like in a certain amount of time. Like, you know, we gotta be ready for the next hunt because it could be this encounter. I don't know what I'd do for the rest of the stream, you know? So we gotta figure out what to do there. I'm not 100% sure what it is yet. Might just be some, like, normal encounters in the grass or something. I'm not 100% sure. Potato chips, maybe those will bring luck. Trust in the Pringles. I believe in the Pringles. They'll give us the luck we need. Yo, Gaming X100, welcome to the stream. No, it's even more rare than a shiny. I mean, Pokerus is more rare than a shiny. I finally got that for the first time after like probably like 200 or like 2,500 hours of combined game time in Pokemon. Finally got that like back in, I guess like January. I'm not 100% sure when it was. It was when I was hunting Zigzagoon on my own. Yay, Mel, welcome to the stream. Other Lays. Lays are still good. Lays are still lucky. 2 spin does in the same pattern. True. Two best friends. I don't get it. Alright. I need to find some background music for the stream. I think I talked about this Thursday as well. It's just one of those things where I think about it during the stream and then I finish the stream and I'm like, all right, I'm taking a break. Like I'll take a break, you know, before even like I'm done thinking about streaming for the night. You know, I streamed for 2 hours. I'm tired. I want to insert other game or do whatever, you know. And by the time I think about streaming stuff again, I've forgotten about the things. I'm like, oh, I need to do that. Yeah, I need to get some background music for the stream, just like I talked about, I think Thursday, and even before that, just there's so much time where there's not music. This wasn't ever really a problem with like Sun and Moon or anything with SOS. Obviously not with SOS hunting. You had a constant backtrack, which was like super hype, but like really neat. It was a bop. But you don't have that right now. You have a couple seconds of it like right here. That's it. I need to find like a good like background streaming playlist or something. Because like I'd play the music I just normally listen to, but I would have many a copyright claim by the end of the stream, and I do not want to deal with that. Apparently Nintendo's Black Friday deal is a Switch with Mario Kart 8, 3 months of online for $2.99. Might just buy one before scalpers get a hold of it. Sorry, I'm like readjusting my headphones. It's like the strap of my headphones wants to sit right on the like button in the top of the hat. So like, despite the headphones being nice and comfy, it's just pushing like this little hard rock into my skull. Minecraft soundtrack. Then everyone would like fall asleep. The Minecraft soundtrack's too like calming. I need to find some stuff that like selfishly I want to listen to, but also is like royalty free. I had some stuff for the Manaphy Hunt way back, but I honestly wasn't a super big fan of it. Which I mean is also to an extent very understandable. It's all royalty free, like non-copyright music. Like it's made to be the background noise. It's not made to be like your favorite song ever. Honestly though, anything would be better than the silence that is half the stream. Pokemon lo-fi. Some super chill Pokemon music. And realistically, I could probably get away with, like video game soundtracks. Like, they're already in. It's like, if I was gonna get flagged for Pokemon music, it would have happened, like, as soon as I booted up the game. I was gonna suggest Lemon Demon, but one, don't know if it's copyright claimed, and don't know if you like it. That's fair. Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like you gotta find that's the thing, is just getting like the non-copyright music or something that can go that way, just because like realistically with live streams it's rare for them to take the stream down mid-stream. It happened to me one time, right back at the beginning of all the pandemic stuff, and people and like YouTube being like, look, this system's gonna be way more automated while we get everything sorted out, and like I had one stream get nailed that I don't even know what for. Like, we had a problem that stream of no music, and it got hit for copyright. I'm like, what the heck? Like, the problem was no background music. It's like after that, I went to Twitch for a little bit and then came back, and it's been fine since. But in general, I'm very cautious and wary of YouTube and their systems. But Lemon Demon, I'll have to look that up. Like some of my favorite, like especially like background music's like electro swing type stuff. You know, more upbeat but not like too intense or anything. As far as when I want it for like background noise. Spamming A until I see it sparkle. Gonna wear this A button out on this controller, despite it doing nothing right now. Yo, Michael, what is going on, man? Why'd I hit home there? Finally get to a point where I can hit A and it matter, and I stop hitting A. But how's it going, Michael? How's it going? Good to see you. You'd think you would update your books during the pandemic more, but it's kind of a waste away playing Pokemon and drawing. I feel that. Like, you would think I would have spent more time doing live streams and stuff, but nah. Fell out of it for like 3 months. And it's one of those things where I know for me at least, and I also have a buddy who kind of agrees, it's like, because since March we've gone work from home with my company, there's no longer as much separation between like work and not work. And it used to be like at like 5 o'clock I left the office, I came home and like I was home. I was no longer near work. The laptop was off. The work phone was in the backpack. Like, outside of certain days, I had to have the work phone like out. It's done. Not dealing with anything. Everyone knew Ian had left the building. There was no more conversing with Ian today. Like, that doesn't happen as much because like you never really know if someone's like listed as away because they closed their laptop or because they like went to make a snack. And because my office went from being like in a separate geographical location to just off camera that way. Like, so it kind of became a thing where it's like, streaming then was still in a relaxing place that is not associated with work. Whereas, now it's like, alright, I just finished working in my apartment. I don't want to go and do more effort in... Like, I just wanted to stop for the day. Was like my thing. It was like 5 or 6 o'clock, done. End of story. Nothing else. But now it's like, but like now I've been able to get back into streaming at least. One time you wished you did college from home, your wish came true, but at what cost? And I loved being somewhere else for college. That was so nice. Like being in a place that was just... that was like dedicated to that. Everyone was there for that. Like, it was easier to converse with people. That was nice. Wish you could do school from home, but now you don't get work done because focus issues. I feel that. It's one of those things where you're sitting at home and it's like, when I was at the office, all that was in front of me was my work laptop and the screens I had for my laptop. Everyone around me was also working. Now you've got, noises in the hallway. You have like people doing landscaping outside the window. Someone that I think right now even is very loudly playing and or composing music. Like at this point, I mentioned it in that video. I was like, they were like, "Oh, I'm back," but like one of my neighbors plays like very loud music from the end of quiet hours to the start of quiet hours again. Some days it hasn't been as bad recently, but it's like it's the same sections of songs over and over again. Like I'm guilty of finding a new song and playing it until I hate it and then just adding it to my general listening playlist. But like, the only people who will listen to a song as much as this person has are people who are making the song and will never listen to it again until they like go and perform it somewhere. Like that's the level that this feels like it's at. Don't know why someone wouldn't want earphones for that. True. I mean, I know, I guess, like, people have studio monitors for that kind of thing, but I don't know, Mel. Maybe they're playing a rhythm game, and they're, like, going for those perfect scores, and, like, they just need it cranked on their TV. The distractions are insane to the point where you rushed all your long homework on Saturday and Sunday and probably got a bad grade. Rip, dude. Were you able to get the that encryptor thing done? Or are you still working on that? I think you said you have until Wednesday for that, right? Super weird nonetheless. Yeah, because it's just like, for the most part, I don't mind. It's just, when it's like 9:30 on a Saturday morning or something, it's like, come on, dude. You can stop. You were doing it till like 1 last night. That was already pushing it. Fortunately, I think like they got slapped on the wrist for doing it too late. I haven't really heard it late at night recently. But I definitely have like woken up and started working within like 15 minutes. Like I'm not even done checking my emails in the morning and like it's going and I'm just like I feel bad for having like talking on a TV show be above like volume 10 of 100. Like I usually keep it at 15, but I will turn it down until like noon to like 10. Like it's not a loud TV or anything. It's just I'm just like I don't want like the person who's on the other side of the wall right there to like get annoyed. But there's someone in this building who's just blasting it. I feel so bad for the people next door to them or directly above or below them. Yo, B-Dog, welcome to the stream. So we're nonetheless, and like, yeah, if it was a rhythm game, I would expect... It might just be me and what I'm used to. I've gotten so used to anything interactive coming through headphones that, like, even non-music based games, I get thrown off when, like, it's just coming out of a TV. Gotta work on your paper, but you'll come back in a bit to check in. Alright, Mel, good luck with the paper. You'll get it, you've got this. Knock it out of the park. We'll get it at 500, that'd be great. I would love that. Realistically, we'll be stuck here like another 26 streams. My Reg Ice luck's gonna come back. Hope not. Transferred schools today and couldn't get any high-free classes. Oh, dude, that sucks. Is there like a solution to that? You watching streams? I'm glad to have you back, man. How have you been? Hopefully the lighting's okay. I noticed in the first couple streams, I noticed right now, like, half of my face is just blown out on camera from, like, the exposure that the camera's picking up. This apartment's never been super great with the lighting from the angle I have my cameras at. And I don't really know how to fix it. I don't know, I'm going to try something. I've got, like, the smart lights, so I can try to adjust the color to bring the white balance a little bit better. Maybe. Now I'm just a little bit more orange and also still blown out. I'm just going to go back to the other lights. This looks a little bit more realistic everywhere else. Yeah, I ended up turning on a couple extra lights behind me to try to kind of fix it, but you can still just see, like, nothing that can be done for just, like, my pale face just being pure white on a camera right now. Unless I went, like, way overkill on the webcam setup for a little corner image. It's not worth it. I'll be a little overexposed. What's up, B-Dog? It's got the huff going on. The schedule happened to be shifted, so you ended up in a class late, and your schedule wasn't completely confirmed, so everything was weird. Ah, that stinks. Yeah, that's not like your fault or anything. And that's always the frustrating thing. Like, I've accepted being screwed over because I did something wrong, but like when it's like, oh, the whole thing just glitched out, and it's like, this is like a department's job. Is this specific task? How does this fail? Right? Stream in the dark, we can only see you from the bright monitor. Oh, that's even worse though. Like, I'm gonna turn off my light for a second. It's terrible. It ruins everything else. I end up looking blue actually. Yeah, like it gets darker, and I said I got blue. This actually looks okay. Never mind. We're gonna do this. Yeah, that fixed it. The one thing I don't like about this is you can see like the light changing on my face. I might change it back, I'm not sure. We'll keep it for now. It makes it easier for me to see the monitors. Don't have a giant bright light behind them. Man, if this light's making it worse, why do I have it here? Play a scary game, boom, 1 million views right there. Yeah, even if it made me like the next PewDiePie, I don't do horror games at all. I don't do anything horror. I can't, like, even do, like, a book. Yo, Jiho, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. The whole room is bright. Yeah, now it, like, blows out. The problem is the like, I think, yeah, like, the pendant light or whatever it's called right there. There's two of them over the, like, you know, little counter. And that one hangs just down into frame. And so the camera's getting its white balance and it's grabbing it from that. Or it's like, it's trying to figure out the exposure and it's like trying to compensate for the super bright light in the back. One of your teachers had a really weird name too, so you entered the meeting code wrong. A mess, whatever. I mean, they can't expect it to go like, they can't expect you to be like a master of it immediately if you just transferred. Thought you stopped by to say hello. Good to see you, Jihad. Good to see you, man. How you been? The whole room is bright. It is. Juan, how are you doing today, man? Tried to play FNAF 2, and it was oddly difficult for night 2. Yeah, I've never played FNAF. All of my exposure to FNAF comes from game theory. Like, it's unfortunate. I really like learning the lore and stuff of that, but cannot do horror games. I do take it back. I have done one singular horror game and didn't stop after realizing it was legit, and that was DDLC. Mel found it on Steam like right before it got super popular. I kind of played it as a joke because it was like, oh, this just looks like a crummy little VN. Which I used to play a lot of VNs and stuff. So I was like, oh, I'll play this one. And it had like the neat little mechanics. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then like we knew something was gonna happen. Like the tags were there for a reason. Granted, they were like the Steam community tags, which can mark anything as whatever they want, and it's just a meme half the time. So the fact that it was psychological horror could have easily been, haha, this thing's so cute it's terrifying, or whatever. It was not that. It was actually a completely trippy and scary game. But yeah, so I ended up playing that. Got to the first like big, actually scary moment, right when or like at like 1 or 2 in the morning, in the basement of my mom's house with all the lights out. It was like nope. Like something was glitched with the way the game was running on my computer, and my cursor was stuck in the game. I was like, not doing this. And I ended up just like Alt F4ing the game and hard shutting down the computer and bolting up the stairs in pitch black. I was not a fan of that. Mel and I ended up finishing the game in my apartment at college, like around Halloween that year. That was horrifying. Not easily jump scared from movies, just sit and get sleepy. For you, it gets quiet and everyone's like, it's supposed to be building suspense. We're just like, there's nothing going on. There's gonna be one moment of a boom, and that's it. I can watch people play scary games, when it comes to playing them, you're out. Like, you get that level of you get a degree of separation there. Yeah, I cannot handle. If I dislike something, if I like have any level of fear towards something, I cannot handle it. Seeing in any capacity, like. I've tried to read books that were scared. I think I got scared by, like, I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this. You probably have. But the, like, Wishbone book series, like Dog Detective. As a small child, I was horrified by a couple of those books and stopped reading the series in its entirety because it was a little scary. That's the level I'm at. If I'm still watching, like, like a crime drama or something like NCIS or Criminal Minds or Bones or whatever, many episodes will be like, it's like 11:30 at night. I'll have to watch this one at like 1 in the afternoon someday, and I'll just stop and move on to something else. I am an absolute weenie when it comes to horror. To anything even remotely in the horror genre. If something is meant to be a little bit creepy, it works on me. 100% of the time. So it's why I'd never be able to watch anything like I would have never gotten into Poods, like at first without like friends mentioning mentioning him or anything, and like me even realizing he had content, because like I guess like he got popular. I think it was Amnesia. Never would have watched it. Absolutely never would have watched it. It's like the most I've handled is I played through DDLC, and I can watch like game theories videos on FNAF because he's like promised that he will never like jump scare, and I'm like, all right, I trust you, Matt Pat. If he leads us wrong, I don't know if I can watch anymore. Yeah, I've just never been someone to do horror movies. So like any kind of like, oh, let's like watch a horror movie for Halloween. Not having it. Not a fan. You get scared by the slightest of sketchy websites. The thought of a virus terrifies you. I know that's probably not what you mean by sketchy sites, but that's what terrifies me. A site that loads with multiple download buttons. Nightmare fuel. Corgi staring at you. The Corgi needs something, and you cannot deny the Corgi what it wants, Chris. It must get it. Yo, Alan, what's going on, man? I just want to stop by and wish me luck. Thank you! Thank you! Fingers crossed we can get it today. Granted, like I've said, I don't know what we'll do if we do get it today. It'll be like, congrats, we got it, end the stream. Because I guess the only other thought I've had going forward is the collab streaming stuff. I mentioned it to Puffin on Friday. I just like mentioned to him in the stream, and he said he's been thinking about that too. He's just waiting to finish his Reggie Ellicky hunt before working on that, which makes sense. So I'm gonna see if I can work with him and put something together with that. So puppy, of course you need something, of course. And again, he can't deny the puppy. Especially a Corgi puppy. Corgi's getting hungry and looking at dinner. He finished dinner too. Fact of the day, the queen has 2 Corgis. Good. The Corgis are what give her life. They're what give everyone life. Corgis are fantastic. Like, all dogs are fantastic. Corgis just have, like, an extra, like, energy about them. Just the layout scares you. If the font's too big or crooked, you're out. Don't care about downloaded pop-ups. You emulate too much. You're a seasoned veteran with that. I mean, eventually you learn to click the smallest download link, and it works. Your mom really wanted one. Stuck with her barking and demanding belly rubs. It's great. Exactly. I've wanted to get a dog. I have to, like, the practical side of my mind has to step in and say no. Just from, like, the perspective of I'm in an apartment. Like, I cannot. Like, because like, the kind of dog I've wanted for the longest time is a German Shepherd. I live in, like, an 800 square foot apartment. That's not enough space for a dog to stay in. I'd have to spend about half my time outside. Right now, theoretically possible. Not so much possible pre-work from home 24/7. The queen is our queen. She will never die. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if she's just immortal. In 50 years, the queen's still going to look the same. Yep. She's had many years to practice that wave. So on your $20 bills, which aren't papery like American currency. Yeah, American money's made out of pants. Not actually, but it's all just, it's like a mix of denim and paper and cotton. And it's got its own whole fanciness to it, but like, so much of that fanciness can be fixed with plastic. Let's see Dwayne Johnson fight The Rock. I could see him fighting A Rock. What do we expect? We all just accept it. the global dog pile on America. You just kind of eventually like shrug and agree with. Politics, okay, let's go. End of politics talk. Nah. Shutting that one down. We can make fun of all the green paper rectangles, but we can't, not gonna get into anything beyond that on this stream. South American, Mexico, so like Central American, Canada, or Americans. Technically, yes. That's not up for debate. That is true. Oh yeah, like, not debating there. Means you're American. I mean, technically, people who are in Europe are Europeans. People in Africa are Africans. People in Asia are Asians. Technically. I feel like, I guess there is like a little bit of a North American, South American thing there, but I don't even know. It's still Americas. It's all the Americas. It's just the U.S. isn't, like, there's nothing, what else are we going to use? Like, we just took the continent name as our country name. One of the controversial stuff, yeah. Admitting an election happened? Come on, dude. Biden won. It took so long. Like, we knew it was going to take a while for that to be called, but that took a while to be called. Like, admittedly, I haven't paid much attention to elections up until the past, like, 2. Because it was the only two I've been able to vote in, and the one before that was the first one I was actually really, like, politically aware in any way, and that was the Halo 4 release day, so I had much more important priorities on my mind in 2012. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really have a lot of... Yeah, so it's like... It's a very long time for this one to be called, but that was kind of expected. Don't want your right saying, like, I feel that, man. I feel that. I'll admit, like, while I definitely had opinions about the people in there, like, in the election, I will admit that, like, at the end of the day, my stress probably wasn't as high as most people's. I'm self-aware enough to know that, like, I'm in a fortunate position to generally not be very persecuted against as a person from my demographic. Like, and so, like, I know that the fact that I couldn't stop thinking about it, as someone who really, either way the coin that landed, like, I'm walking around the same way. I can't even begin to imagine what you were feeling, man. Anyone vote for Kanye? Apparently, like, what, like, how many votes did he get? I know, like, in Mississippi he got over 1,000. Tennessee even, like, 10,000 votes. That's amazing. Like, was he actually able to put his name on ballots officially anywhere? I know he was late for most states with that. I don't think so. I doubt I doubt, like, it'd be hard to find someone who did, let alone admits to voting for Kanye. But people did. He had, like, he was, like, for a good chunk of time, I think he was the candidate with the third most votes in Mississippi. I don't know about Tennessee, because I think Tennessee's where he got most of his votes from, like, the map I saw of that. Is there a new meme going around? That's the first time you heard about Kanye. It's not a meme one. Kanye ran. Like, Kanye got votes. If you go to, like, official election results, Kanye West is on there with, like, a not insignificant number of votes. It's going to stick around and be irrelevant for every election from now on. He's just going to keep throwing his name in. On the mail ballots, his name didn't show up. It depends on your state, I think. I don't know. Again, like, I don't know how it was. He wasn't on mine either. But, like, I don't know. I guess you'd have to, like, see, like, the states that had the most votes for him. Because I know part of the thing was he announced his election, his campaign, he announced it so late that most states had already finalized who was on the ballot. You can still run, you just have to be a write-in. So I don't know. I don't know if any states officially put Kanye West on the ballot. Teams were allowed to vote. How many would have voted for Kanye, though? I just... total memery. That's what is a little bit scary going forward, is as someone in the meme generation... I think meme candidates have way more of a pull just for the sake of lol, it's a meme, than we really should give them when it's possible going forward. Definitely every single one. Corey just rang the bell to go outside. Your corgi has a bell it can ring to go outside? That's amazing, dude. That is amazing. Like, I know that's a I don't want to say common, but I guess it's one of, like, the things where, like, if you're into training your dog to do something, like, giving them something to, like, let you know they want to go out is, like, one of those things that you can do. That's amazing that you have one. And that your corgi knows how to use it. That is so great. Our family dogs would just scratch on the door and tear the paint off until we let them out. And then would run into the door full force coming back in to the point that the bolt, like, that the, like, latch is broken. And they can just, like, scratch the door and it'll open for them. Like, you have to deadbolt that door in order for it to stay anywhere shut. Don't have a fence or a dog door right now, so you need to train them to do that. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So, I mean, like, for our dogs, there was a dog door, but it was solely for, like, the door would open onto, like, the back deck. And there was a screened in part of it with, like, a door, with an extra door there. Like, so you could, like, so the bugs would stay out. And so, like, in the winter, you could put up, like, actual, like, plexiglass kind of panels. I don't think we never did that. But in theory, you could put up, like, solid windows so you could insulate it a bit better. And so there's a dog door on that. But the actual door inside doesn't have a dog door on it. So I'd have to scratch for that. Even though there is, like, a fence and everything. It's basically just open the door, let them out. They'll come back in at some point and we shut it again. Getting a dog to take up 50% of your money that you need to buy Pokemon cards. Come on, man. Yeah, you gotta become a pro collector like Logan Paul, right? Dogs just sit by the door and stare at you. At least I guess at least they're quiet about it. You're terrified of dogs? You think that's the biggest reason why you're never getting one? That's fair. I think dogs are fantastic. And, like, I think everyone should have dogs. They're amazing. But, like, I grew up with dogs. And I never grew up with cats. My mom was allergic to cats. I think I'm a little allergic, but not, like to the point where allergy meds make it fine. But, so for me, like, cats are the thing that are weird. Like, I never have been severely, like, injured by a cat to be like, this is why I don't like cats. It's just like, I've never had a cat. I've only recently really had exposure to cats. Like, I had friends when I was little who had cats, but, like, they were outdoor cats and just existed and eventually would show back up. But, like, cats, for me, it's the claws. It's the fact that, like, they have actual claws that are sharp enough to really do damage. and because they can just at any point just do it, and it's like, why'd you do that? And it's like, you looked at me weird. Or for me, like, I guess I understand dog body language better. So like, I can be in a room with a dog that like I objectively know can just like rip my hand off. But I know when to stop messing with a dog, and when a dog will suddenly rip your hand off. I know those signs. I have been around dogs. Cats use their claws to get places as well. I think it goes into my general dislike of sharp objects. Like, I think I mentioned it before, I don't know if it'll show up, but I have like a nice scar on my thumb right there where I cut myself while working on like a little balsa wood bridge in high school. Like, you're using a little like, essentially like, it was like a mini saw, but it was like a balsa wood cutter. All it was a razor blade on a stick. And I messed up. I won't go into detail for people who do not want me to go into detail, but yeah. I have a nice scar from it. And, yeah, I tend to avoid sharp objects. Already disliked various forms of sharp objects before that. But, yeah, so general sharp objects I dislike. You want to meet 4 large huskies that want to go and play with you? Honestly, if there was a dog to meet, it'd probably be a husky. They're super energetic and really want to play and would get you to, like, know a dog. Like, they're not going to... They're giant derps and are just happy to be around people. That or, like, getting around, like, a like golden retriever or something. Something that has, like, no interest in any kind of, like, violence. It's just there to be fluffy and exist. How much the fat has gone up since Logan Paul showed up. Obviously, it's cool more people are getting into it, but I feel like it's becoming more like Fortnite and getting ruined. I wouldn't say it's like Fortnite and getting ruined. Like especially the level of collecting he had gotten into is so out there. I mean, like, what, he bought, like a first-gen booster pack or something? Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, that's crazy levels of it. And for me, I have a small collection. I used to have a decent collection, and then it got ruined by, like, water damage. But I have, like, a decent collection of Gen 6 and 7 cards. Nothing, like, older than that, though. I don't think it's bad. I think it's one of those things where I can understand that, though. I think, like, you know, like, to a point, it's human nature to want to be part of something that's small and, like, feels like a nice little niche community. Admittedly, Pokemon cards aren't really that. It's Pokemon. It's the biggest franchise in the world. But for the collecting cards side of it to suddenly blow up, I get that. Where it's like, oh, now all these new people are into it, and it's not really the same because now there's all these extra people in it, and they're messing with it. Like, it's natural to, like, feel that. But, like, at the end of the day, it doesn't really, like, change much. I think the biggest concern would be, like, rarer cards getting way more expensive. Kind of had a cat. His name was Chester and was a stray, but you can take him to your house because your dad hates cats, so he just came to your house to eat now and then. I feel that. Yeah, like, our mom would never have wanted a cat just because she's allergic. I almost got a cat last year. I feel like I've mentioned that on streams before, but I almost got a cat. Mel and I were, like, bored one weekend while I was just, over hanging out with her. And went to the Humane Society because they, like, were having, like, a big adoption day kind of thing. It's like, you know, ooh, like, hey, it's around here. Let's go see what it's like. And we went over there. And I picked up this kitten. It was a tiny kitten. And it's like, kind of, you know, was holding him and petting him and stuff. And then he just fell asleep. He just fell asleep right in the palm of my hand. Like, or not in the palm of my hand, but, like, right here. Just like this. And I sat there for, like, an hour and a half just holding this cat while it slept. And I was like, And I went up and asked if I could adopt it. And, like, they're like, oh, someone else already adopted it. I was like, no. And so I had to put it back and leave. I was very sad. Probably for the best at the time. Also wouldn't have been able to take it home since I live out of that county. And he was too tiny to be fixed. So he would have had to stay until he could have been fixed. I remember that. Yeah, that was a fun day. It's sad I wasn't able to get a cat, or I wasn't able to get that cat, but it was still good. It was a very good day. Yeah, eerily and mysterious monster. Welcome to the stream. I had a fish named Bob who died. Who died? You guessed. You guessed he died. I had a couple goldfish. They were like the carnival goldfish. They weren't even like they were goldfish, but like they were like what the store pulled out of like their feeder tank and it's like put in some bowls and like took to the fair. So I got two fish that way. Not much of a cat person, but at a distance. It's not mine. You like them. Yeah, like, I'm cool with cats. I'm cool with dogs. Again, more comfortable with dogs. I just know dogs better. None of us know how to play the card game. Back on that one. I finally learned once I used like some of the TCGO cards that I had and like put them online. It's like, here's the rules. Here's how to play. I was like, this makes sense. I just collect them. Gotta go. All right, see you later, Chris. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon, and hope the rest of your night is good. Mom's trying to give you some really expensive fish a month ago. Fed them the wrong way. They all died in a week. That's rough, man. Oh, that's rough. Also, I know I definitely had situations like that. Unfortunately, they weren't expensive fish, but... So I had like the 2 carnival fish before. They lived for years. Honestly, I think they lived for like 3 or 4 years in their little tank. After that, the tank stayed empty for a little bit, and then I got some more goldfish, and I got some of the black goldfish, like the ones that are like hammerhead or whatever. None of those stayed alive. They just kept dying. I don't know what was going on, but like pretty much anything in an aquarium is so like finicky about like the temperature of the water, the filtering, the amount of food you give it, all that stuff so incredibly like precise. I'm not surprised that elementary school me couldn't keep these fish alive. But I mean, I was surprised they didn't live. I was surprised because I guess I had like a skewed perception of how long fish lived from how long those fish had lived before. Like then you had 50 plus chickens, 36 rabbits, you guess, 7 fish, 2 turtles, died quickly, 1 kind of cat, 4 goats, and an iguana. Basically an entire farm. Dude, that's a lot of animals there, man. The iguana's the impressive one there. I know Mel is kind of in and out of the chat. I know Mel had how many gerbils did you guys have at one time, Mel? Was it 16? I had some hamsters for a while. I had a hamster, we got a second. Then we had 8. And we had to take the mother, and we took all but one of the babies back to the pet store. Yeah, we bought a boy hamster, and then like a couple years later we bought a boy hamster again, and it was a girl hamster. That was a fun time. 16. Ha! I was right. All right. Someone remind me after the stream while I'm thinking about it. I need to find some music for the stream. It's quiet. It's very quiet. And like I'd be selfish and listen to my own music, but I can't even do that. The mic would pick it up. Like, I don't think it'd pick it up loud, but like in these silent sections, I think it would pick it up just because my headphones are semi-open. Like those little circles on my headphones are ports out the back, so like they don't isolate sound at all. That's not their goal. But it's something that I definitely notice. I definitely notice it in OBS. I can see the mic picking up and moving along with the bar in Foobar while I'm playing it or something. And also, again, that'd be kind of selfish. So I get to hear music, you guys don't. Sorry. Is video game music copyrighted? Yes. It usually what you'll end up seeing is people will still use it because video game companies don't pursue their copyrights as much on YouTube. Their music soundtracks, though, they will, though. That's a little bit more tight, but it's not something that'll be auto picked up as much. Usually, it's like you'll see the people who play like the Pokemon music in the background of their Pokemon streams. It's like Game Freak's not going to go after that because it's still all just Pokemon publicity, but like, if I were to play like the Halo soundtrack over the top of this stream, Microsoft might look at me a little funny. We're cooking some spaghetti. Good old spaghetti. I haven't had spaghetti in a while. Only pasta I've had in the past few months is like SpaghettiOs. So I guess it's kind of spaghetti. It has spaghetti in the name. It's just O-shaped. It's the O's that are made of spaghetti. I have a couple cans of that, and then I have a whole bunch of ramen in my pantry. I bought like a whole like pallet of ramen before like the initial shutdown and lockdown and everything. I've had one packet. Because by the time I get to the point where it's like all I have left is the ramen, because it's not something I want to eat a whole bunch of. It's like, well, time to go to the store. So I just don't. So like, I have not eaten like almost any of the ramen I have. I need to at some point, but it's not like it's going to spoil if I leave it. It'll just be like extra food. Yo, cool trainer Camillo, how you doing, man? Long time no see. How you been? You like your stuff, you like your peasant food. Mel's just not a fan of Italian food for the most part. The small streamer who Shiny Hunts Pokemon is trying to benefit by using our music. He is a threat. They don't really see it as a threat. They just see it as a... They can't... It's one of those things where a lot of the reason you'll see... I guess this is more so trademark than copyright, but like... Especially with trademarks, like, you have to, like, legally, as the owner of it, you have to pursue, like, every reasonable case to pursue, or you lose the trademark. Like, that's how those work. Copyright-wise, it's kind of like, it's all an automated system, and the copyright system's not going to, this guy's not making a lot of money off it. It's just immediately flags it, and it's done. You've been good, man. I've been doing well. Getting back into streaming, I took a little bit of a break for the past couple months. Well, it's been good to get back into it. Yo, Vanillix, what's going on, man? Got home from college a little later than usual, but what's up? Hope school's going well for you, man. Hey, Cinder, how's it going? How are you doing? I forgot Vanillix was a college student. Yeah, he's growing up. I think we have all the members in the stream now, guys. It's a member party here. You feel old. You can't be a college freshman and feel old. That's going to make me feel even older. Mr. Shamalama, I can't quite read all that. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you're from Cubo, Daddy Derek. Welcome. Amazing epic Cubo raid. We're getting a raid, guys. Raiders, welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? Raid hype. Just Jamie, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Kiyo, Just Jamie. Cubawak, thank you for the raid, man. Raid hype. Guys, if you don't know who Cubawak is, he's another awesome streamer. If you haven't, go check him out. Thank you for the raid, man. How was your stream today? Yo, Tripmac, Zapto Kuno Trace. Love the name. Welcome to the stream. Raid hype. Key Yokai Watch. It was really good. Awesome, man. Awesome. Same as always. You're playing WoW, messing around with your Hunter. Very fun class to play. Awesome. Awesome. It's good to hear from you, Cinder. It's been a while. I know you stopped by a stream for a bit. A little while back. Also, yes, raid hype. Raid hype indeed, guys. Welcome to everyone who just tuned into the stream. I really appreciate having you. Yeah, Omega Agron, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Swan with the hype. With the hype emotes. So when you were a sophomore in high school when you first came here. Dude, it's crazy thinking about how long this has been going on. Like, obviously I don't think it feels as long with the breaks this past year, but it's so cool. It's so cool to have been doing this for so long to still have you guys hanging around. Mewtwo doesn't live. That's unfortunate for Mewtwo. You can do that too, yeah. We're making progress on this. Hopefully we can get to are we gonna... It looks like we're gonna get to the 600. That looks doable. The Rowlet Buds. Juan, Cinder, and Mel. I showed it for a second. No. Speaking of the stream's history, it feels like only yesterday you were watching the stream in chat talking about your Virizion hunt. How you couldn't find the pink deer. That was that 2 years ago now? Has it been 2 years since the Virizion hunt? I can't remember. So that one was a big deal. Feeling nostalgic today. Thinking back on so long ago. The Trico hunt. All the shiny Poochyenas. Over 2 years ago. 2018. Crazy. You gotta check out Versus Enigma clothing. Because, you know, same names. I'll have to do it. Get my name on a shirt, even if it wasn't intentionally my name. You have permanent hate from YouTube. Why is that? Started the hunt in January that year. Yeah, that was a long one. Like, I know you took a bit of a break at some point, but that was a long one. Lots of no's. I don't know what the no's are for. They just exist. Oh, you're battling someone. Okay. Oh, you two are battling. Okay. That makes sense. I was wondering what the back and forth was for. Gotcha. Using a mono dragon team? Not as long as Lugia. I haven't touched Pokemon Crystal in 10 months. Whew. Yeah, I guess technically I still have what? I still have Yuxi? Or is it Azelf that I think Azelf. I think Azelf's the one I'm working on right now. I still haven't gotten that. I gotta get my 3DS cap card hooked back up. That one's been over a year now. Ralts has been longer than that. Man, I got so many hunts on hold that I hadn't even thought about. Mewtwo's not dying. Tanking everything. Absolute beast. Azeroth calls for you, so your journeys in shiny hunting are on hold. I feel that. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft recently, and aside from that, just a bunch of other games. It's been good to, like, take a breather from Pokemon, because it just makes it where, now that I've come back to it some, it feels refreshing. Let's recover. Oof. Already one in your head. That's what matters, right? Go over it. Yeah, I played, like, taking a break from Pokemon, I played a lot of... I ended up getting into Modern Warfare. It's the first Call of Duty game I'd played in years. Played that a bunch with friends. Then all my friends got back into Minecraft. So now I'm back into Minecraft with them. That's been it, pretty much. Yeah, so it was nice to get back into Pokemon after a little bit of a break. You know, it made it where even coming back and just hearing, like, general Pokemon music again was really nice. Because as much as I was like, nah, I'm not going to burn out, I absolutely had burnt out. Yeah, at that point it had been like 2 years of streaming straight. On top of that, there was also like the year beforehand of shiny hunting, just like daily. You know, I had like 1,000 hours in Sun in like 6 months. Like I had an unhealthy amount of time in Pokemon Sun. Just like Dragon Pokemon. Nothing against that. Just waiting for the burnout to come along for WoW, because you know you need to do other things instead of WoW, but like new expansion in 2 weeks. Yeah. I feel like we have similar mindsets with games, Cinder. Because I definitely find something, focus on it heavily, and then play it until I hate it. I do that with games. I do that with like TV shows or series or genres of like content watching. And I do that with music. I do it a lot with music. I will find a new song or a new artist and I will listen to them and solely them 100% of my time until I am sick of every song involved in that. And then I move on to something else. And then I'll come back to me like, yeah, this is still good. I just shouldn't listen to it, you know. I shouldn't listen to the entire discography of an artist in like all the way through 3 times in a day. And your guild's core progression rating team to so you got to be ready to put your full focus in the raid tier. Ah, gotcha. How do you put videos from a camera on YouTube? I want to draw with your camera but don't know how to move the video to your computer. So are you talking like a standalone camera or like a camera phone? Because like a camera phone, you'd like a smartphone, you'd take it and you'd upload it to like Google Drive. With a camera, it depends on the camera. Like I have the camera that I filmed like the I'm Back video, like I have a DSLR, that has a USB plug on it, and I just plugged it in. Otherwise, you'll have to like take the memory card out, like the SD card, and plug it into the computer somehow, either like on a slot on the computer or with an adapter. Use a charging cable and plug it into your PC. It just depends on the camera. Alright, now you got an Altaria out there. Is the Mewtwo down yet? I missed any updates on the Mewtwo. We're witnessing a story arc here in chat, yeah. I wish these load times were faster. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I spam A all the way through that. The Mewtwo died. I'd say no, but that's only like 50% of the people involved are sad about that. The other are probably happy. Memory card and USB charge slot. Try to. Yeah. So depending on the camera you have, like like I said, mine has a USB port on it. It doesn't. I don't think it charges it. It might, but it really is meant to just plug the camera in, and pull pictures off it, and then unplug it. It's a lot easier than the memory card, because otherwise for the memory card I have to get it out, get an adapter, and then plug it into a USB port. So yeah, try that and see. Hopefully that works. Are the tides turning in this battle? I have no way of knowing aside from no's and yeses in chat. Sorry about that. Yes, the tides are turning. You will win. Good luck to both of you. I'm going to play both sides of this battle so I come out on top no matter what. Real businessman strats here. The plot is thickening. We've hit the first plot twist. Tell a bedtime story? Man, if I tell a bedtime story, I'll fall asleep. I could use some more sleep last night. I'm guilty of having stayed up too late. Stayed up too late Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night, and then had to wake up at like 8:30 on Monday. It's just not having it. Political story. The immediate snooze button. Plant will. Dragon versus grass going on here. Can't stay up late with the time change. Dude, the time change... Proof of this right now. That was like a genuine TP on. Yeah, the time change is brutal. It's not as brutal as it was with school. At least from my perspective, it wasn't as brutal as it was when I was in college. Because when I was in college, the sun would set at like 4, like in the winter. Like that's just when it was in the winter. That was never fun. Rematch. Ooh, Battle Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. I'm enjoying listening to it. Yeah, but the time change, like, because of the way my apartment is and everything, like the sun's gone so quickly. You know, like the sun's not even set outside and it's like dark in here. That's just how it is. I would very much be a fan of us just switching in the spring and then just never not switching back ever. Just leave it getting dark later. Scientists remove the day where you move the time forward by an hour and only make it so you reverse time by an hour. You probably live an extra 5 years. Not sure how that's how it works, but more power to you, man. I don't know, what would the math be on that? Because you get one day a year added. I don't know if you get a whole no, you get 1 hour added a year. Be impressive if you managed to live an extra 5 years from that. That's like thousands of years. Imagine if we did that, though. We just kept making the time earlier. Like, for decades, it would just be dark. First time by an hour during your exam. Boom, now you have more time to cheat. Have your exams start and then rewind time back to right before it so you can write it all down. Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry for the yawns. They suddenly hit. Yeah. Almost 7:30. Yeah, that's bedtime, right? Cheated on an exam and still got a 55. Rip, dude. We had 2 Pokemon going for your Mewtwo. This guy's whole team set up just to take this Mewtwo down now. Really prepared. Might lose to everything else, but that Mewtwo. Double battles. This changes everything. I've never done double battles. Like, never, like, competitively. I have a team set up for singles, but that's it. I don't even know how good of a team it really is. It worked against my friends, but I don't know how to do against anything else that was EV, like EV trained and IV bred. What's up, Vanillix? Grew up with Coliseum, so you always find single battles odd. Really? I guess because I never did a lot of like competitive battling. I only really did the story stuff, and that's majority singles. You're making this... It's a different setup. That doesn't mean it's a better setup. It's just different. You just battle for fun. I feel that. For me, like, the fun I get in Pokemon is definitely the shiny hunting. I've never really been someone who's big about, like, strategic battling systems. The only reason I did it... Oof, that was a major voice crack. The only real reason I did it, I set up that team, was right when Sword and Shield came out. Some of my other friends got back into Pokemon and were like, oh, we shall do, like, a battle tournament. I was like, alright, I'll, And someone was like, oh, I'm going to sweep the floor with everyone, haha. And so I was like, alright, I'm the one who's willing to put in hundreds of hours into a video game for barely any advantage. I can do this for a competitive team. So I worked on a team, asked one of my friends who's actually competed in like official tournaments and stuff, and he helped me put together something mildly competent, and it was a fun like 30 minutes before everyone was done with it, and I was like, oh man, sweet voice crack. Oh yeah. She'll be back. All right, JT, and good luck with the homework, man. Don't cheat on the ethics homework. I think that's like the one main thing you can do. I think like the main answer is don't cheat. That's wrong. Got 40 out of 40 so far. You're good. You'll be back. All right, man. See you in a bit. We still got 43 more encounters for the night, so that's sitting around, I guess, yeah, probably around the 30-minute mark here, a little over 30. Yo, Juan, thank you for the super chat, man. Dono hype in the chat, everyone. Thank you for that, Juan. Ian must touch his nose and say, Lord Helix, I call upon you to make a shiny Reggie shine in the next 1 to 800 resets. It's been done. It's going to be shiny now, right, Juan? Streamlabs updating? Is Streamlabs working? I don't know how my music from earlier today ended up in front of stream labels, but hey, there we go. Thank you again, Juan, for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Always so kind to me, man. Right, let's get a... Oh, man. You have a Zygarde now. Nice. Zygarde's transformed. Nice, nice. Getting the play-by-play now. Can we just get like a ESPN for Pokemon matches? They always have a neat little thing for seeing what's actually like the play-by-play in football games. You like Doggo Zygarde? I didn't even realize there was a Doggo Zygarde until Sun and Moon. Like, I didn't know that Zygarde had different forms. Did it have different forms before Gen 7? I don't actually know how Zygarde worked in Gen 6. I just know people are very upset it didn't get its own, like, story. Just a question. Ah, okay, that's for Kyo. Let's see if we can speed up these encounters a little bit. I'm still trying to aim for that like 2-hour 150 encounter mark. I feel like we've been going a little slow. I've flubbed a couple of these soft resets. Remember Garchomp being fast? I think it is a good speed stat, right? Wish Bayonetta 3 would get a new trailer or release window. I want to play another Bayonetta game. I haven't played any Bayonetta. It looked kind of cool. I don't know if it's my style of game, though. Like, I feel like that's a problem I have with a lot of games where it's like, it looks really neat, but I know I wouldn't really enjoy it. Like, it's, you know, like either, like most of the time it just looks really pretty. And like, I like the art style, but like the gameplay is not my kind of gameplay. And I end up in that situation a lot. Okay, so story would be the best part for you. The bosses are tough. You don't know how to fight Flashy. Is that a boss name, or is that just like fighting with like Flash? I would imagine the story would be the best part. That's just the part I tend to like a lot in games. But yeah, I don't know. I'm down for challenge. It's just like there's a point. I'm not a Dark Souls person. I own Dark Souls 3, but not a big player of it. Yo, Shiny Lucario, what is going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Greetings, Itchy Nose Man. Thank you. That is me, the man with the itchy nose. Just fighting with a lot of combos and quick dodges and some fast-paced action. Gotcha. Yeah, because it's kind of like it's a style of fighting game, right? Like it's like obviously it's not like a fighting game. Like it's a story-driven game, but like it's a lot of battles. That from what I've seen, the style of is very. Excuse me, very fighting game-esque. And when you talk about combos and stuff, I always imagine those as like the fighting games. Need to stop eating the donuts. Are they good donuts, Mel? You said they were good donuts earlier. Only had 2 today, but already want another. I get that. Yeah, if I have a box of donuts, I'll just like continuously eat them throughout the day. It's terrible, but incredibly sad. Don't be sad. Just getting your butt whooped, that's all. 前はもう There we go. お前はもう死んでいる。何Oh, so you guys are doing it in Sword and Shield then with Dynamax? I don't know why I immediately thought with the battles you were doing something like Gen 7. It was weird. Dumb thought of mine. For whatever reason. I don't know. Decent for monotype. You did another monotype one? Round 3! Another rematch. Oh, technically, I guess there's another one in Q-Block stream before. You won the first round. Nice. Are you heading out, Kyo? Your Graveler refuses to evolve. Very sad. It's lonely. It's 100 already. Why won't it evolve? I don't know. It's a mystery. Use all fairies? yeah, monotype. That's fair. Fairy versus dragon. Turns out it's all just level 1 impotence. All right. 25 encounters left, guys. Let us see. Let us see if we can get them done within the hour. I need your Graveler to become Golem, need a trade partner. Maybe there's somebody who can help out in like the trading channel on Discord. You only enjoy Dynamax? Isn't Dynamax like actually competitively better? If I remember correctly. This is information I was looking at like way back right after the games came out. But from everything I'd read, like people were kind of laughing at the fact that Gigantamax was banned from official competitive, but like Dynamax was actually like the better of the two. It's like different forms. That's fair. That's totally fair. You know, like Gigantamax Cinderace. What does that look like? I don't actually know what that looks like. I feel like I should, but I don't. Bayonetta is a funny game if you watch the cutscenes. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just like watch all the cutscenes for the game or something. Bound to be online somewhere. Sorry for the yawns, guys. I can make it. It's 15 more minutes. I can do this. 15 minutes, 20 more encounters. Those should line up about right. Sorry when I did it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna yawn and make everyone sleepy. That's what I did. That's what I used to do, right? Now you're yawning. Yep, there we go. There we go. Like I said. Switch is gonna die. Gotta find a charger, man. I always kind of forget the Switch can run out of battery. I only really play my Switch in docked mode, so it's like basically just like a home console for me at that point. Well, if streamers are powered on electricity, where would our charging... Where would we, like... How would we charge? Like we already struggle to find places to charge our phones when we're out and about. How would that work with, like... Yeah, charging ourselves? I guess it's pretty much food now, but... Food's a little different from, like, sleep. Need to go watch the Saw movie with some friends. I forgot about them. I will never watch the Saw movies, but have fun with that one. Someone passed out on the side of the street. Anyone have a charger? Just to fall over. Just immediately unconscious. You might watch them on Thanksgiving with your buddies. Okay. That's the real question. Do we get to know our percentage? Or would we just have to kind of feel it? You only feel it. That'd be rough. What if you like feel like you're still at like 5%, you're really at 1 and just out? You'll never know for sure. There's no like chime that you play when you hit 100%. When you hit over 100%, you scream the national anthem of your country. That's one way to know. You don't do competitive Pokemon anymore, but you used to. But you used to use cheap gimmicks on Pokemon battles now. This is more fun than competitive. I mean, you do use... Okay, so you still do that. I mean, yeah, if you're not, like, being super duper serious about it, just... It's not, like... It's not trolling, but it kind of is. You're good, man. You're good. $12 encounters to go, guys. Will we find Regidrago before 600? Only time will tell. You went with the physical Ninetales and swept with non-Mega Gardevoir. Caught some wins with Prankster Riolu. I don't know what all those mean, but congrats. Like, I know what they mean, but I don't know what the meme of them is. All you need is are funny, cheap wins. Good enough for me, man. Congrats with those. Speed running these last 10, guys. I'm trying to beat the clock. Like, if we don't, we're still just gonna go till 800. But like, I'm trying to speed it up. We were a little bit behind there in those last 30 or so. Just waiting a little long on the resets. Mashing A. Yo, Grenji, how's it going, man? You drink G Fuel Energy Formula 27 times an hour. Those are rookie numbers, man. You're never gonna be a pro gamer that way. You constantly gotta be drinking it, man. How's it going, Grenji? Welcome to the stream. It's a lot of bathroom breaks. Nothing about bathroom breaks. You're just drinking it. Yo, Gray, welcome to the stream. How you doing? How you doing today? Use different Pokemon and you won. Low-key super hyped to get Adri's new G Fuel flavor. It's blueberry lemonade. Never had G Fuel. Haven't ever really considered it. I've heard about it a whole bunch, but I've never really considered actually consuming it. You're sad, but you're vibing. Sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully, things can get better for you soon. But just vibing along, man. Sometimes that's all you can do. Just gotta roll with it. Alright guys, we're in the last four encounters of the night, going to 600 here. G Fuel's great. I never recommended it to anyone under 15, and if you drink it, it's like 1, maybe 2 a day. Is it like an energy drink, or is it just like a Gatorade type thing? Either way, it's just gonna be sugary as heck, but... Favorite meme Pokemon moveset is Braixen with Fire Spin, Wish Protect, and Toxic with Eviolite. How does that set up? Not as bad as your Pepsi and Coke combo. That's just an abomination one. You're never going to be able to normalize that. Truthfully, one of your best ways to stay productive during school. It's an energy drink formula with no sugar, low calorie. Okay. Yeah, for me, I don't know. Energy drinks, like, I'll have them basically as a soda. Like, they don't... Like, the thing I really feel from them is obviously just keeping me awake, but it's never really been like a... It's never helped me focus or anything. For me, usually what they do is they make me determined to do something, but they give me no focus to actually sit down and do it. Like Friday, I had a monster for the first time in like 2 or 3 months, and I was like, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. They're going to be great. And I sat down and started and immediately went from X to Y to Z to Minecraft. Like, it's just like, yeah, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do... Never mind. You try it at least once. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I could never ruin a Coke with a Pepsi like that. Alright, guys. Final encounter of the day. While we're doing this, I want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you to anyone that liked, anyone that subscribed. No, just Jamie subscribed. I appreciate that. Thank you to Juan for the super chat. I really, really appreciate that. Always appreciate your support, man. You help out so much. And yeah, just thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you to Cubewack for the raid and all the raiders who came along with it. You're at 625 for Reggie Seal and like really wanting your green PS5. Oh yeah, he kind of does. They kind of do got the same coloring, don't they? So where you have the power of Coke and Pepsi on your side. You got both, playing both sides, man. The smart move. I'd never do it, but it's the smart move. Alright, guys. Final encounter. Is it shiny? It is not. It is not. So, thank you, everyone, for tuning in again. I don't know when exactly my stream will be. It'll probably be Wednesday. If not Wednesday, it'll be Thursday. But yeah, it's been good hanging out with you guys. And until next time, take care.